When I was in the 7th grade, my teacher, Mr. Weber, hated my writing. Said nothing I ever wrote in class ever impressed him. It didn't knock his socks off. His words exactly. He felt so strongly about this that he repeated the same words in the same tone to my mother and then proceeded to hit on her during parent-teacher conferences. He was very bold. Yeah, bold. Irritated with this whole situation, I entered a bunch of writing contests, very much in the state of rebellion, and I actually won them all. Additionally, winning some of those writing contests actually got my poetry published in books. It was really cool and a really awesome accomplishment. But would you believe after all of that, he still turned his nose up at me? Now, why am I telling you all this? Well, all these memories came stirring up in me once again when I played the mystery adventure cozy game On Your Tail. In On Your Tail, you play as Diana Caproni, a writer whose confidence in her abilities are shattered when she's told by her professor, while she does have potential, her work looks like it was written by AI. It's so robotic, which is very insulting to hear as a writer. You see, like myself, Diana had entered a writing competition, and her professor was one of the judges. And when he read her initial draft as a nicety to her, because, since he is a judge, he's not supposed to be giving advice behind the scenes, the feedback he gave her was really shocking to her core. So in order to tap into that potential, she is encouraged to see the world more and broaden her horizons. And that's exactly what she sets out to do. Diana's grandmother, Sarah, spoke about a seaside village called Borgo Marina and described her times there as life-changing. Diana, in short of life experience outside of academia, sets out to find this seaside village for a little getaway. Little did she know that she would be stepping into a place that was full of mystery equal to the beauty it holds. When Diana arrives in Borgo Marina, she is quickly swept up in a mystery where a bunch of thefts are occurring, but all of them seem to be connected. And through the time that Diana spends in Borgo Marina, she'll realize that these string of thefts are actually connected to the origins of the village itself. Diana's grandmother Sarah actually gifted her something called a chrono lens. It's an item that looks kind of like a monocle, but it allows her to see into the past. The easiest way for me to explain it is that if an object was moved from where it was supposed to be, if Diana looks through the chrono lens, she'll still see it as if it's there in present day. And she'll be able to see if there's anything written on it, which is something that happens a lot when you're trying to solve these many mysteries. The game mechanic of actually solving the mysteries looks very much like a tabletop game, where you must put the sequence of events that are represented on a card and a game piece. It's actually really unique and quite fun. Between solving mysteries, Diana will build connections with the villagers of Borgo Marina, play minigames, get a part-time job, and even fish and cook if you so please. There is a delicate balance between life sim activities and solving mysteries that move Diana closer to uncovering the ultimate secret of Borgo Marina. And when that ultimate secret is revealed and how all these intricate mysteries tie together, that's the thefts, the people, and pieces all come together, I'm telling you, your jaw is going to be on the floor. The writing of the twists and the turns were done so well that when I got to the climax of the plot, I was genuinely on the edge of my seat. Now, On Your Tail has recently come out for the Nintendo Switch, so I'm not going to go into too much detail of the plot twists, and how all those things connect. And I hope that the community under here will keep that under wraps too. I'm trying to keep this spoiler free. I will say, by the time that Diana leaves Borgo Marina, her life has changed, just like her grandma Sarah's. All the connections that she made, the new skills that she developed, and the ending of so many beginnings really broadened her perspective on life and ultimately influenced her art. The game does end with Diana successfully publishing her book, along with another scene that is just so touching to the plot. By the end, I believe that Diana learned that there is more to life than just academia and working hard and following set paths. She learns to question things more, to get out on her own and explore the world and have experiences that are beyond just what's on a piece of paper. I believe with all of that, Diana learns that her experiences that she has in life will influence her art. When my teacher, Mr. Weber, although his delivery very crass, I feel now looking back at it as an adult that he saw my potential as a creator. But I also clocked that he was a certified hater, not to the level of Kendrick Lamar, but he was still still a certified hater. Winning those writing contests to prove him wrong actually helped me in a different way. It helped me put myself out there, to go out of my comfort zone and to step out of my shyness and put myself out there. And I'm gonna be real with you, he was himself all the way up until the day I graduated. But I also learned to never let a miserable person dim your light, no matter the age, no matter if they're your superior, your teacher, whatever. I also feel that there's a lesson that can be taken out of uncomfortable situations. And like for me, life experience can influence your art, but if you're willing to step out of your comfort zone. And the reason why I say that is because I had won all those writing contests, because I love to read and excelled in my classes. There was another teacher in the same grade who saw me do all of those things and actually recommended me for a summer program at UCLA, which was the thing that exposed me to college life. And participating in that experience broadened my horizons so much. Hi, it's editing me from the future, whatever. I think I pretty much fixed my microphone problem, so let me know how this sounds. But I wanted to complete this video by saying this. On Your Tail by Memorable Games is sitting at a very positive on Steam, and for the story, they very much deserve it. The way that the plot is just sewn together and gradually builds on top of each thing that you do in the game is just beautifully put together. And the way it just builds to that ultimate reveal is just, great. Now, I have completed the game on Steam, and I do wish that for some parts that the life sim aspects and the mystery aspects were a little bit more balanced, because there were times where I found the fetch quest to be very redundant and a little boring. But that's just me personally, because I know I get burnt out very fast from fetch quests. And many people who rated the game positively did also have this same feeling. Now, I have started the game on the Nintendo Switch. I'm about halfway through, and I will say the limitations of the Nintendo Switch definitely show up in this game, because On Your Tail is such a large game, it has so much details. I think the Switch's hardware genuinely can't keep up. Oftentimes the game would just completely shut down and I'm given like a random error code and I just have to go back into the game and then pick up where I left off. But I found that this was often happening when the game was trying to load in various parts of the map. I don't think that that's an On Your Tail developer issue. I do think that might be a Switch hardware issue, but I'm not a game developer, so maybe I'm wrong. I will say I did not have any of those crashes on PC. I just want to thank Memorable Games for releasing On Your Tail and releasing such a beautiful story. It impacted me in such a positive way that genuinely just reminded me why I love video games as a medium to tell stories. If you're interested in checking out On Your Tail, it is available on the Nintendo Switch and on PC. And if you've played it, let me know your thoughts, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.